what you can do with @keyframe is basically use this rule to change all sorts of different CSS properties, and you're basically doing this programmatically. So you're using CSS to make the change versus baking all the changes into a GIF. So I'll show you an example of this. So here in this code, I have this keyframe or keyframes. So it has the @ symbol in front of it. So it's considered a CSS rule. There's the @media rule. There's the @font rule. So anything that has this @ symbol is considered a special type of style that's indicating it's this rule that is doing more than just creating the style. What @keyframes does, it looks for a keyword. So the keyword in this circumstance is move X. So this word can be anything you want. It could be, jump or, guy dancing or whatever. So this is arbitrary. And where it's looking for this is here in this animation property. So @keyframes is looking for this move X here. And then, so keyframes is looking for this word, and this word is this keyword that it's looking for is associated with this animation property. Then here, under background image, I have a background image, and it's for this div. So it's just looking down below. I have this div here. So any div in this body for the HTML is going to have this applied to it. So I'll show you what this is doing. So I'm going to hit the little lightning bolt, and I got to drag over the window. So if you look, it's this little character and little animated character. Let me fix my windows so you can see this better. So I got my code on the left. Okay, so what's happening here is this keyframes rule is taking the background position and it's moving it from 0 pixels to -500 pixels. It's moving it to the left. The animation property here has all the information on how that's moving. So it's moving 10 increments over 1 second. So this first number is the amount of time. The next number that you have here, the next value is steps. So the amount of steps, and infinite is basically saying it's going to just keep on going forever. So if you look at this little guy, this character, it's a PNG file. And I'll cut and paste this into a new window so you can see them. He's right here. So this is the actual file. So it's basically this little guy, and it's showing you his movement. Well, this is called a Sprite Strip. This is actually something that Flash will create for you. Flash will actually export a Sprite Strip for you. But you can do it in Photoshop just as well, and one of the ways you do it is kind of using the frame animation tool to plan out your animation. So it's basically it's one image. If I copy this image and go into Photoshop, you'll see the image. So it's one image, but the image itself, if you look at the size, it's 500 pixels or points, 500 pixels here. And then if you go back to the code, you see here, that's where that number 500 comes in. So if this strip of characters was 1,000 pixels, then I would change this number to 1,000. And it would still work the same way, depending on how many individual characters, or you can call them sprites, you would have in the strip. So if I had 20 characters and it was 1,000 long, I'd change my steps to 20. And it would work the same way. So the number of steps should be the number of images, and the position is the width.